Let's go. First round on Inferno, and these are dead even maps. It's one thing we picked up on when we were going through the pick and ban. As far as the maps are played, they've played it the same number of times, and they've got the same win rate. So this is why, it's like we could see 3 maps very likely here between these two teams because they're going to be very confident on these 2 maps to kick things off. Inferno and Train, they're going to be real slugfests. Let's see, Navi starting on the CT side, NIP on the T side, and already clearing apartments, NIP.
Yeah, and they've gone for that, 4-1 setup, Navi, right off the bat, right? They've got Boomich over on this side alone, and the other 4 people on the A-bomb side. It's super common. This is not something that's, out of the ordinary, but you can tell, obviously, what the risk is if they're wrong about it. It could be a disaster. Perfecto set up with a flashbang, so if they went A-side right now, this probably would be a lost pistol round for NIP. It looks like they're making the right choice. Boomich, I'm so shocked that he actually saved it. Like, even holding on to the smoke for 3 seconds there, that's hard to do. That's very hard to do.
And at the minute mark, too.
Yeah.
So now, this is really going to put a little bit of pressure on NIP now. They have to sit here and wait, and then it's like, okay, do we wait until 40 seconds to go and the smoke clears? Do we want to try and work around over towards A? You've still got Hampus trying to make some noise over here, at least suss out what's going on this A side. He hears the footsteps through Arch. Does he see the second man rotating? Yes, he does spot him. A lot of info gained here for Hampus.
Oh, this is wild. There's only 30 seconds left. They're finally rotating someone in the about Boomich, but he has to get at least a kill. He's going to fall back and try and play safe. That's not bad at all. The fact that he even lives at this point in time is at least helpful, but it's going to be a bomb plant for NIP and a full 5-on-5 retake. What a crazy way to get this started. They're going to go even try and take over construction right away, and that might have just backfired on them.
Rezin Polowski trying to make a play there on Boomich. Simple there to save the day, though, keeping his IGL in one piece. Well, now it is going to favor him. Knock long range takes down Perfecto. One-shot headshot with the P250. Picks up a bit on Electronic as well. They're pushing onto the site, and it's not going to happen. NIP have got this on lock.
He gets one more, and now it's just up to Electronic. He has no chance. Another bullet, and it would have been a quad kill for Nok right there. That's fantastic. A triple for him. You said it's not going to happen. It almost sounded like somebody you said it's not going to happen. It did. It worked. What a fantastic way to end the round. Making the right call. And, I think Navi played that about as good as you can. I'm really impressed that he held the smoke over on that bomb site. They didn't, crazily rotate. They weren't panicked, Navi. They had a plan and they stuck to it. But, pistol rounds are coin flips half the time.
Half the time, yeah, you start hitting headshots. It looked good when construction was starting to shift over there for Navi, but they still have so much work. And, well, Knock, just big plays, individuals making it happen here. And so Navi going for the force buy in the second round. They are going to go for pistols, Kevlar, and the grenades to back them up. And so they're not willing to concede it at the very beginning here. They want to make NIP work and perhaps do some economic damage to NIP. NIP are kind of prepared for this, though, with the 3 SMGs. They're like, right, we'll try and protect the AKs, although, as I say, that Hampus is taking point. A little bit risky here for Hampus to be going up here.
And you could probably tell from the buy, even if you didn't know what the map was, the fact that there's 3 CSET 75s, that's an Inferno type buy on the CT side because it's all close range, right? So yeah, I think it makes a lot of sense. These CCs are still really, really, really good. So not too surprised that it's happening. But we'll see if NIP can manage to dodge it. Oh, well, that's the power. I meant really good in close combat type spray, but Boomich doesn't care.
And that just highlighted what's so ridiculous about that pistol.
I know.
The fact that it can kill people that far away. I get it, close
Not when
range.
I use it, but...
Yeah, exactly. For me, bullets disappear. They're simple. Point blank. Turns out the Deagle is now a close range pistol as well.
It's got it all. Got it all. So yeah, now it's a real nightmare. Not just because of the 2 deaths, but there's only 35 seconds left on the clock, and they take down Simple, but they need to make a move right now. They can't really switch back, and actually Boomich just walked up behind them, so this round should be done. This should be Navi's already. Bit of a Mac 10 kill to take down Nok, and now they know NIP. They're out of luck and out of time. This was way too easy in some sense for Navi. NIP just wanted the info, but every time they tried to get it, they lost a player somewhere, and that was just a little bit too much to handle. What a nice comeback. Second round comeback for Navi.
Yeah, pistols are still just gross. Got to give it, though.
Yeah.
You got to give it, though, some flashes to set up those peaks. And so they really are maximizing the utility on the side of Navi. This one is a big one from Boomich, but the round is pretty much done by then anyway. You're not really getting anything out of it. But the initial peaks there to kick things off with the flashes to help it out. Navi are just stacking it their way. And then, of course, CZ75. It's almost like they're channeling their inner LDLC. Listen, since those days when that was the meme, right? Everyone has got the message by now. It's pretty good. Still, it's fine. But
third round. A bunch of deals. P250 there on Twist, but NIP with a maybe half a chance. I'm not nearly as optimistic about this, you know, but I don't mind that they did it. Like, whatever. You've got to try and find a way to do some damage in a round like this.
You want to turn it into a slug match. I think for either of these teams, you're really hoping to get it locked down, but you know it's going to be a struggle. Again, both of these teams dead even in terms of results on these maps, on the first 2 maps of this series. So it just can go either way. You don't want to give up and be the first one to tap out and cry uncle at the beginning. You want to try and take that fight and not let either one of these teams run away with it at the beginning. And so Nip right now just going right back at, I mean, we've seen how powerful these Deagles are. It really is just ridiculous how much damage you can do here.
He'd love that repeat, but
That would have been tasty.
Not gonna get it. Walking around on the other side of the smoke.
Flash? Where's the flash?
We're waiting for it right now, and it's gonna be a little bit off, maybe like half a second off on that flashbang, and that is gonna be cleaned up really quickly. And I think already Simple was rotating there, like he was coming in from Arch even if that was starting. So I don't know. A decent idea, maybe a little bit off on the flashbang, but otherwise I don't really mind that from NIP. I mean, they had to do something, right?
Early map jitters, maybe?
Yeah, maybe.
That's a half second there that makes all the difference. If they're going in behind the flash, then they're putting that pressure, they're getting through in the pool, they can get up onto the site, they can start putting the pressure on. Instead, that's 2 kills for Flamey for free, basically. And while a feel-good moment for Navi, they get to hold on to their AKs here on the CT side, which is just excellent. And it's a 2-1 lead now for Navi, and it should be 3-1. This is a hard eco coming in here from NIP. Still going to look like they want to take a little bit of time here. They're not just rushing into their demise. Not like me. I mean, you know, hard eco, just YOLO B. Get it over with.
Yeah, get it out of the way. Die to the Molotov if you can.
There you go.
Deny the extra bonus. I will say this, I mean, you know, that last round, I don't think NIP made any kind of big mistakes in terms of decision-making, but it is a shame that they didn't do more damage, because Navi are loving it right now. They've got 2 MAC-10s that they've picked up. They've got 2 AKs. They haven't had to buy any big rifles, really, and they just get around like this. That's probably going to be, you know, almost no casualties, and the last one wasn't either. So that's just a lot of free stuff on the side of Navi early on. So NIP were hoping just a little bit of more damage.
Simple is so ballsy, too. I guess they know it now that they're up against Glock, so he's willing to take that fight, but he still just swings. I've already been dinked, but I'll still go ahead and take that kill. There's Flamey, collects the MAC-10 kill, so bonus money there. They should have saved that second AK as well, so Simple is not going to really be regretting it too much. And now, you mentioned it, Anders, they've got fat stacks, and there it is. Oh. Simple, straight into the op. So they've managed to save that AK. They've got the AWP on Simple now. They could even go for one on Boomich. He's the guarantee. He's the insurance. And while Flamey, I mean, look at them. The money is fantastic for Navi. This is now nightmare mode for NIP at the beginning of this half, because Navi, they could lose this round and they can bounce right back with the full buy, no problem.
Yep.
So it's going to be a grind.
You're always hoping when you're on the T side of Inferno that you don't have to play against the Molotovs and the smokes right away. Like, you kind of just wish it was one of them only. Oh, Rez, how do you get on? He's lucky to be alive. I'm impressed that he even did that, but then the grenade. I said it too soon. I take it all back, Semler. He's dead.
Dude, I mean, they're so fast up to top banana, though, from Rez. You got to admire it.
Yeah, it's great.
No fear, straight up, getting in there, applying the pressure. The king of banana would be proud. And well, now it is traded again. It's just nades are the name of the game on banana. It's like a game within a game. Whoever's playing B side on Inferno on CT or T side, it's just you got to tip your hat to him every time, because it's just so ridiculously difficult to get an edge there. It's just constant HE molly combos with the flashes. Half of the time, you can't even see what you're doing. It's just nightmare fuel.
Well, look, they're getting back into position just as the C side is there, but Electronic wins the fight. That should have been North. You have to assume he will be banging the desk at that point in time, because I think he must have thought that is my kill for sure. Flamey flashed halfway at least, and that's the problem though. Again, even if they got that early kill, they were repositioning to get back into A, because Simple was alone at the B bomb side, or has been for a while, and that's some nice tapping from Twist. It's going to leave Simple alone, and I'm sure it's not worth it to go for this 1 versus 3 this early on, especially now that he got tagged. I don't know. They have the money, but again, he only has 450 in the bank, and that AWP. Because actually what they were doing in this defense, Navi, made so much sense. Simple, I'm sure he would have called and said, listen, just leave me alone on B. I can take care of myself. You go defend A, and that was a good call, but it came like 5 seconds late, because they were walking into the A bomb side as NIP was showing up. That's the only problem that round, I think, for Navi, really. So bit of a shame from their point of view.
Ideal situation for the Swedes, though.
Oh yeah,
Just fantastic.
And again, I guarantee if you replay that, Nork just gets the kill straight away, and it's not even close. So even with that, they still managed to win it. So yeah, great news for NIP that they really needed this round.
I mean, yeah. And right now, it's still very early days. We can't really knock them too much. We're just keeping an eye on Perfecto here, sitting on a single frag. I mean, there was news going around that he picked up the Rona, but we're happy to see that he's playing right now. So good on him.
Good recovery. Like, happy to hear that, for sure.
And we'll see how things go for him here throughout the match. But it's worth pointing out, you do not want to be playing 4v5 versus NIP. They're not a team to be taken lightly. They will mess your face up, as NIP did last time these two teams played in Cologne. I mean, it was a very one-sided affair. NIP just slapped them. So Navi looking for a bit of redemption here, as well as a strong start in the groups at Blast.
Yeah, they're such an interesting team. I mean, the fact that Threat is in there somewhere as well, having a lot of...
Bjorn.
Yeah, like there's a lot of interesting stuff. It makes them, I think, a deeper team than maybe they otherwise would be. So definitely curious about that. 6th round coming up, and yeah, this is a lot of the money for Navi. It's not all the money, but it's a huge chunk. And actually setting himself up for a flashbang over at the Archway. Looked like there could have been something. Simple will find Hampus. That's a nice kill. He was alone as well. If he'd missed that shot, he was dead.
How this keeps happening is just bonkers. And now Simple even manages to dodge out. This is brutal for NIP. Now, how do you get through here? The flank once again from Boomich. Plopsy is going to break his desk if Boomich catches him in the back again. Never mind. Simple takes care of him first, and so he doesn't have to worry about it anymore. But it's a 2-man advantage for Navi. 4 players on the A site, but I do like this from NIP. Yeah, but they've already sneaked their way through.
He's watching it. Like, this is so brilliant. He's saying, if they come through the regular way and smoke it off, it's going to be a retake no matter what, so I don't care. But if the only way they go horribly wrong is if they essentially shoot me in the back, so I'm just going to be watching for that. That's really heads up from the entire Navi team here.
Shoot, they don't hold that position. I thought perhaps they would. Boomich, though, just waiting for them to cross. Okay, so he's not just going to run like a lemming onto the B site and open himself up for a flank. This is going to be very difficult now for NIP.
They know everything, Navi. They have such a good read on what's coming, exactly because of what you just mentioned. Boomich is already snuck through the middle. He's checked no one's coming from that direction. Nice enough headshot from Twist, but there's only 17 seconds left. And now there's a Molotov in their way. 14 seconds now. Time is running out for NIP right now. They need to get on this site and get the bomb planted right away, or they're going to run out of time entirely. They run right in front of Boomich. They line up for an easy spray. Not with a nice kill. The time has simply run out. So 2 kills is all they got at this round. NIP and Navi, they bounce right back. This was... Oh man, that was a very cool round. Not just because of like simple opening people, but mostly I think because of how much they knew. They knew everything. Blamey had spotted them from construction. Boomich had gone down middle, and they knew where everyone was.
And Perfecto also had the spiciest of nades there at the end. Yeah. He just conked them on the head. That was sick. I love that lineup. Those lineups that you can have where it's just, you throw that HE, throw that incendiary, you know where the likely spot is they're going to be moving for the bomb plant. And you just have that. You can throw those HEs reliably every time. And so why not, if you have an HE, just chuck it onto the bomb site where you think they're planting. And that time around, he chunked. He did a lot of damage. So Simple, once again, getting aggressive. It's like the synonym in the dictionary, aggression, simple, simple.
That's the kind of style we like from him, though. I mean, whenever you see a game like it's with a rare game when he's not doing that, it just always feels like, no, like...
Sure, yeah.
Send him out there.
He's the kind of guy who should be dictating. Yeah. He should just be setting the tone. You guys are not, we're not messing around here. We're here to slam you. And really, that should be for Navi. They should be so fired up right now, considering their recent performance in the CIS region, where it's just been a struggle for them. They continue to find it difficult to get results. Yeah. And so healers, right, you're on the big stage now. You need to get the job done. You need to earn that paycheck. And so far, so good here for Navi. Boomich picks up 3 off the back of a beautiful pop flash. Well, and I think it like just want to charge.
Yeah. It's a great setup. Perfectly done. Even if he goes down, doesn't really matter. He got 3
in the background there for the team going into this important round. This feels like the one of those like determinant rounds in the half where it's just going to lead to a big momentum shift. If NIP can get on the board, cool. They feel like they're not getting pummeled anymore and they can actually get something done this half. If Navi crush them after a hard eco like that, look at this for Simple, dude. He is nuts.
You know what? You just have to accept that. That's going to happen sometimes if you play that style of Counter-Strike. And I wonder from his point of view how close he was to readjusting to actually get that kill. But yeah, I think it's, that's the risk that comes with playing that kind of Counter-Strike. So But now, I mean, you said NIP needed this round. That has set them up very nicely. That's what they needed. And now, I wonder if Navi are going to take a risk, because having 2 on B and 2 on A is probably not a good idea. And yeah, they're leaning Flamey over to this side. Oh, they're going to get everyone here. Fine. I'm actually cool with it. They're just saying if it's A, we win. If it's B, whatever, we get to keep the rifles.
I like it. This is just this has been a really rough round, because I think you're bang on with Simple being so close to getting that shot there. He looked like he was turning, but then boom, it's just split second late with the peek behind him. If he peeks a split second earlier behind that flash, he gets 2 kills in Banana. Instead, he walks away with nothing. And so now it is going to be another gamble, and does it work this time for Navi? 3rd time's the charm, let's see. Could be the moment as Hampus is checking. Does he check the corner? Fresh smoke goes down. It's going to slow things down. It's 35 seconds left. Nip do not have a whole lot of time to work with here. There's the flash. He doesn't check it. Boomich full blind. Oh, this is brutal.
He's not shooting. He could be shot at the back himself. He doesn't know if anyone else is coming up behind him. What a risk. It works out for Boomich anyway, and now they're actually in trouble. Look at the clock here. It's only 20 seconds. They're getting into the bomb site. Flamey's there. Perfecto's there. They've got a giant crossfire into this A bomb site. There is no way the Swedes can make it through, and they're going to get shut down. Nork are trying to escape with the AWP. If nothing else, just don't give it back to Navi so that they can pick it up and get even more money, but wow.
That was a kick in the pants, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You're thinking, we got this. This is looking so good. And then you do not check the corner. Fundamentals, Anders.
Yeah.
You got to check those angles. This is it right here. And Boomich even almost gets CSGO'd as well. Look at this.
Yeah.
Hey, looking for that headshot. He was lying. I bet you Boomich is like, dude, I was on that head right there. I had that click.
There's like a certain thing, isn't there, where people are looking like a little bit to the side and you're shooting them from the back.
It shoots in the shoulder or something, and you're just like, well, really?
I wonder if there was a reason why he thought he didn't. Like, you know, if you went back and checked it immediately, I wonder if there was a way to sort of say he actually thought someone else had done that, or they had some other way of checking it. I don't know. But that is definitely, you know, tiny oversight, a pretty huge outcome. And now Simple's back to shooting people with the orbs.
Yeah, on this half buy coming in from NIP. Trying to make a play with this AWP. They invest a bit in this round as well. Tech9's, Deagles, Kevlar, a couple of nades, but they're down to a single flash for NIP, and they are no closer to getting on a bomb site. Sitting at top of middle. Ooh, let's see it here. Simple. Twist could be in for a rough time here as they come around the corner. And I guess NIP with the investment, you've got the run and gun with the Tech9, so why rush it? Why throw it away? It's not like you're rocking Glocks. You guys can still do some damage here. And Electronic could have a field day.
They just want to get really close to that bomb site. And they've actually, this is kind of interesting if you think about it from NIP's point of view. They've been able to get this Haycart so many times. It makes sense if they try and use this for something. I just wish it wasn't like a half-buy round, but, you know, you've got to use what you have, I suppose. Perfecto going to get a couple of kills. Boomich will get one more, and then Perfecto to end out the round. So 7-2 in favor of Navi. But I actually still think that's like that's a tactical element that NIP will, you have to expect they'll try and think that into their strategy. Because if you can get to that Haycart, all you need is one good flashbang and the site is yours. Like, if you get one that hits like 1 or 2 people, you're probably good to go. And a lot of the time, you won't be allowed to get to that Haycart towards the pit because they'll just be playing forward on that quad side, right? So I bet NIP are like making mental notes saying, man, we're keeping allowed in that position. We need to use it for something.
I'm just loving how relentless Simple is and how he changes up as well. Now it's going to be the peek. In apartments, doesn't find him. Twist heard the footstep and is able to back off and just hold the angle instead of peeking into it. But again, Simple, he's not showing any fear. He continues to go for these aggressive plays. He continues to try and set the tone here. And well, so far it's looking fantastic. 7-2 on the CT side for Navi in the 10th round. Looking very good here, Navi. And now running low on utility, but hey, going to make a flash count. Hampus takes the peek and drops Simple. So a man advantage now for NIP in the round.
Very well done. I was just going to say maybe they're going to try and, like, you know, lean away from Simple because they heard him up in the hallways, but not so. Electronic, easy kill as nobody was watching. I guess he snuck on behind the pillar just as they were looking or something like that. That's some interesting timing. 50 seconds and a 3-on-3. Starting to move like they want to get into that B bomb site here, NIP. We'll see if they actually will. And this would be a great call right now. Flamey would be in a... No, they can go back. So that could work out for Navi once again.
They only threw the 1 smoke and 1 molly.
Yeah.
And now the footsteps and Electronic is here. Does he redeem himself for the last round? Fluffs it. Ready for that Molotov to come in, and now he has to hit this shot, and again he fluffs it. Knock, gonna find the kill on Electronic. Rough couple of rounds here for Electronic. He could have made the difference, and instead, I mean, he does some damage, but he finds no kills.
Yeah, I think you're completely on point. Like, remember how, I mean, Electronic is such an incredible player in the pit. That's one of the things he's known for on this map. So the fact that he's not able to get, I think even just the one kill there would have made a huge difference. So that is a little bit of an issue because they were running to the more defended bomb site there. NIP. It looked like they were going to make potentially another tough call, but it worked out. They're going to get a third round. I think nowadays I'm kind of halfway expecting all the time that this map will be T-sided. Yeah, I'm just expecting for T to pick up, yeah, at the very least, like, 7-8 rounds or something like that. So the fact that they only have 3 to the 7 of Navi does not actually make me that hopeful at the moment. And they picked the map. I think NIP picked this map, so there is that as well.
Yeah, this is NIP's pick. Train to follow. That would be Navi's pick, and we'll have Mirage, which heavily favors Navi actually if you look at the results. So if Navi goes, I mean, if we go the distance, Navi should be feeling confident on that third map.
Yeah.
But again, we got to make it to that third map. And that's if Navi let him. I mean, Navi are looking good here on Inferno. These rounds that NIP are picking up, they're just so close. They're not dominant wins by any stretch. And well, again, we will have Perfecto this time trying to play aggressive, and the volley's going down to cut off top and mid here. Hampus, luckily for him, just barely dodging a lot of his damage. Boomich. Not going to find it. Bobski with the headshot, opens up Banana, puts Flamey now in a tight spot here on the B site.
That's a huge win for NIP right there. And I mean, now that we're down to the last third of the first half, this is where if you have some, little detail that you found out about how they like to defend this side, Navi, this is where you want to use it. Like anything, like we were talking about the hay cut over on the other side, but any kind of weakness, look at this, they're just rotating everyone again. Navi going with the massive gamble. They're going to get everyone into this B bomb site. If this works out, it's way too clever. What an evil plan they've got going on.
This is so next level if it works, Anders. This is sick. I want to see it work now, just to see Navi gets a grin. As Simple and Perfecto find 2 kills to open it up. Twist is there to trade and takes Perfecto back, and it looks like NIP figured it out. They've already got Hampus boxing him in. This is perfect. Hampus with the flank is going to find him, but he does only finds, yes, gets both kills. For a second there, it looked like he was about to drop the ball.
I can't believe it. I feel like I've been outplayed by NIP in this. I didn't even realize. I thought, yeah, whatever, fine. You're going to pick up the bomb and run to the bomb site. What's that going to accomplish? And then suddenly you realize Hampus has walked up behind him into the CT spawn and is just shooting him in the back as they try and rotate out of the B bomb site. I'm actually so sorry. This is an incredible round from NIP. What a great call. They realized there was way overstacked that bomb site, and I'm sure they would have had Hampus there anyway, no matter what. But the fact that that worked out for NIP is absolutely amazing. They should have lost this round, but they outcalled everyone in this one.
And Flamey going for the repeat there at the end is going to cost them. Not saving that AWP is so unfortunate. Boomich just got bopped. Top Banana, but there's the first shot. What I'm wondering here, oh, that's it. Right through the smoke.
But this is the part that this completely caught me off guard.
I thought he was done there.
Yeah.
To be fair, I thought once he missed that first shot, again, at this level, if you miss that first shot, you give your opponent a chance, you should be dead. So him getting both kills for Hampus, massive play there to save it for NIP. And while they are able to squeak an AWP out here for Simple, but he's light on the nades. And, well, they're fairly light on the nades right now for Navi after getting banana control. We'll see how this pans out now for Navi. 3 players over on that B side early. And NIP, once again, taking over the apartments by the looks of things.
Yeah, it looks like Navi were at least expecting a bit that there was going to be a fight at Banana. They had Flamey with a flashbang set up to sort of throw that out there. And NIP have actually been pretty aggressive at Banana,
yeah.
So it makes sense for Navi to think about that, but not this time around. And it's a 3-man setup at the A-bomb site for Navi. We'll see. NIP are starting to at least lean in that direction. Electronic covering that graveyard to apartments position with a FAMAS, no less. So not necessarily that easy to win the fight. Unless you're one of those freaky FAMAS players that can make it work.
They can make it work, yeah. Few and far between, but they do exist. Bit of a unicorn. Let's see, Simple. He's just going to harpoon him. Yep. Literally harpoon him. Oh! Misses the shot! Simple tries to go for the no-scope in the pit. What was that?
Oh, that's where anything would have been better, right? The knife, the pistols, anything with that. That could really explode right in their faces. It's 2-on-2 now. Bomb's gone down. Twist is in the pit, and he's going to get that kill on Boomich. Nice shot to take him down. And Flamey coming in from the exact same angle. I don't think they know where he is yet. I think that's his only advantage at the moment. They're jumping to look for him, and he's snuck a little bit closer. Doesn't have a kit currently picked up, and now that they know, it's almost certainly game over. This crossfire, I don't know how you're going to get through this one, even if one of them, oh, they swap out for an AK, so that crossfire is going to be really powerful now. Flamey walking into it, perfectly played for an IP between Rez and Twist at the end there, but the fact that they missed that that scope from, yeah, I guess the no-scope from Simple, this is what made the round. Oh, dear.
Oh, right over the shoulder. Yeah, he knows it. That's kicking the pants.
A little bit. I honestly,
a self-own.
Slightly, yeah. But it comes with being Simple, right? Like,
that's the thing. And to be fair,
I don't sound incredibly biased, but
I bet you 9 times out of 10 he hits that, and that's just that one time where it goes. I mean, look how close it was, right? So,
man. By my count, there are at least like a couple of rounds here that I feel like NIP could have very likely lost. So like this could be 9-3 or something in favor 100%. Of Navi at the moment. So I think NIP is not to take anything away from them, but they're probably feeling like a little bit grateful that they're actually in this position. This could be interesting. Like this is not done yet. This first half is suddenly way more alive than I thought it would be.
Isn't this just the Navi story though? Where they could, you've just painted the picture for a self-implosion, or right? You know, just they could have had this fantastic situation where, barring a few mistakes, they're almost into double digits now in the first half against NIP, and instead now NIP have got a way into this first half. It could be way closer. NIP could still win this first half.
Yeah,
and
you're not wrong.
Navi's pulled off the face of the planet.
There's something very Navi-esque about the whole thing. You're right. Which is, I guess, it does make watching the games, you know, interesting and frustrating all at the same time.
If you're a Navi fan, I don't know how you do it.
No, many of us have dipped out over the years and said, I cannot keep doing this, you know. I must stop it.
Yeah. Oh, Nipper looking good. You saw Threat in the background there, getting his cheer on. He's down here in Stockholm now. Well, actually, most of these guys are in Stockholm now, if I'm not mistaken. But, Threat, what is he finishing? Like a master's degree? Finish that up. So he's set, dude. He's good.
He's just doing it all, isn't he?
Yeah, he just does it all. He's one of those freaks who just
he went to everything. Japan for a year or something.
Yeah. And then, you know, still coaching CS at a professional level. Just monster dude.
Trying to do the damage for the bomb to take some people with him at the end, but it didn't really work out. And that'll be the 14th round coming up with a scoreline of 7-6 in favor of Navi. So, yes, slight edge. It feels like it could have been way more, and now they don't have the luxury of the economy either. They're going to be missing some of the better rifles and maybe some grenades as well. Strange turn of events all of a sudden in this game. I was expecting, but they have Simple with the AWP. That's really what we all want. Oh, and he's going to be straight down the middle. Maybe not.
Witnessed. Second guessing himself. You know? Playing carefully? What? Well, we'll see. I mean, Boomich is trying to make a play happen in Banana, and NIP just on top of him once again. That mini game that's going on over there with the nades, if they get dialed in, or you could just be Simple and time Hampus trying to push through that smoke. Get out of here, son.
I was going to say this was about to be a real disaster because not only did Navi, a headshot through again, and Perfecto up on top. They shut that down, double push towards the B bomb site. But not only did Navi lose that initial exchange, they used almost all of their grenades on the B site. So they were in a lot of trouble, if not for the follow-up defense, which worked out incredibly well.
Well, now this is all on Electronic. He has got to make the difference here. Does he catch Twist? Barely misses him. What an unfortunate timing here for Electronic.
Yeah. Yeah, you gotta hope if he reads it wrong and he thinks, well, that means they're in Banana, so I'm gonna go like that could be bad, but he's actually doing a fantastic job right now. Not taking anything for granted, and he's gonna go check the hard way, and that should be the round, no problem. Oh no, oh dear. I'm getting real nervous, Semler. What just happened?
Dude, the caster curse is still a thing I see.
Still got it.
He's doing it all right, and then he's not. Oh, there's the time. Like, Nox got that shot. This is unreal. Winnable situation now for NIP. They've got the positioning. They've got the firepower. It's on Flamey and Simple now to work together. Simple's got that AP, puts it into pit, doesn't get the kill, but he still hits a headshot on Knock. Twist now, 1v2 alone. Has the AK. He's got the positioning.
I mean, there is a kit on Flamey. I think they should be able to hold this. Up on top, it's the AWP first. That's going to be great for... Oh, he goes for it! He's going to go down right away. That was definitely possible. You're absolutely right. That could have been working out, but the kit will make sure that Navi win the round. Oh, man. Electronic... What do you... If you're him watching that 2v2 at the end, you're just praying, you know? You're thinking like, please don't let that be what costs us the round.
Well, this is... Unfortunately, Electronic... He's been put in the position 3 times now where it's the easy shots that you miss.
Yeah.
You know, he's had two opportunities on short, one against an Antico, one against a buy, but both times where he was getting the drop on him and he still doesn't connect. And then here, it's just that you know it, where you got them, they're turned around, and then you fluff the shot and they 180 headshot you instantly, and you just put your fist through your desk. That's what just happened to Electronic. It's happened to all of us.
It's true, isn't it? You know those days are going to come. You might as well just mentally prepare for them so that, you know, it doesn't bring you down. Really go. Bobsky again trying to win the fight, and again he will. He is so good at these initial fights on Banana. Not just from this game, but I remember from past games as well. He's just an excellent player at this kind of Counter-Strike, and what a valuable player he is for just this reason alone. If you can just have someone, you know, win 2 or 3 rounds where they win that fight on Banana on the T side, that's brilliant.
No, I mean, now it's Perfecto has to kind of stick his neck out here. Flamey's got his back. There's the peak. Beautiful headshot to start it off. And there it is, the follow-up working together. Boomich and Perfecto. So Boomich had done some damage before. Perfecto able to collect 2, but somehow we've lost Perfecto in the meantime. Hampa's going to take that kill. Brings it back to a 3-on-3. Electronic still all by his lonesome over on the A site. And it's looking like, once again, I mean, hey, if you're Nip right now and you realize that Electronic may be missing shots, just go and pressure an Electronic. Like, let's go back to A.
Yeah, that's a good point. Maybe you feel like, it's not his best game we've seen out of him, so let's try and test him. That actually is, that's not a bad idea.
He's bottom fragging for Navi right now.
He's down, and this is his position. This is where he's made a huge name for himself on the map, so you'd expect that he could do a fine job. I'm worried about the time once again. 20 seconds, Semler, coming out of Boiler right now. It's going to get scary, isn't it?
Oh, man, that's so disgusting, this position, how you can use that little wall, that broken wall there. There it is, Flamey with the cleanup. 9-6 at the end of the first half here. Navi on the CT side managing to rally and get it done.
Yeah, well, we're going to go to break, and we'll be back with the second half coming right up.
CT side Inferno?
I really think so, yeah.
So, I mean, like, now this is a situation where Navi can win Nip's pick. If they get a strong start here with the pistol round and hit the ground running on this T side, this is Nip's map pick. So it's a fantastic opportunity here for Navi. They just need to keep their cool. They're hitting shots. Just keep their cool and keep doing that.
Yeah, I'm slightly worried as well. And look at what a big change here. NIP on the CT side. They got 3 people over at the B-bomb side. They're setting up for flashbang. They got the dualies in front on Rez, and here comes the flash, and he's going to get shot down right away. Nice turn. They were looking away from it, and Perfecto able to essentially execute him. Next in line, Plopsky going down, and it's all on Hampers. And they're going to bring it back instead. Twist is now alone at the bomb site. What a headshot to take down Flamey. That might have done a little bit here to try and save the round for NIP.
I love Twift's picture as well.
Ooh.
His picture's perfect with that little eyebrow. Like, yeah, I hit that. I hit that headshot. That's right. That was me. That was me.
Listen, you're allowed to be smug in situations like, if you hit those shots, I'm fine with it. Running and gunning his Hampers. He's back in the action. He's come all the way from the B-bomb site. Snock will get one of his own. And Electronic, just like that, wondering where his entire team is. They could have probably knifed him, but they did it with the USPs. What a save for NIP. They are actually getting tactically outplayed in this round.
And the 3 of them were so low at the end, too. Hampus, Knock, and Twist, they all end at like sub 30 HP. So close. But this is it from Twist. Bam. And that's funny. I mean, that's not a fun place to jump out as well, balcony. You're trying to check 30,000 angles at the same time. You see him just literally doing like a 360, just trying to see everything. Yeah. And of course, Twist is in the one spot. So just does not work out for Navi. It's NIP with the strong start here, going with the buy into the second round. And well, Navi are going to go for the force buy. So, I mean, that does feel like it's just the approach now.
But with Tech9s, I love it. I think Tech9s.
What year is it?
Yeah, they're coming. I mean, said it like at the beginning of the year when they made the change.
Tech9s in the second round. Olaf Meister's back.
I know.
You see it. The stars are aligning, Anders. It's all coming together now.
It is meant to be, isn't it? I mean, there's got to be some redeeming qualities here, isn't there? So, like, we'll embrace it, we'll love it. Just see if it actually is going to work out. I still can't think of a reason why this gun is not powerful, but I noticed not everyone is on board yet, so we'll give it more time to see if it can work. Twist certainly not impressed. He will get grenaded by Simple right after the fact. And a nice position here from Hampus. A little bit overextended perhaps, but still, that's a lot of damage. He basically took down 4 people. Maybe a little bit of health apart there, but still, that's that should be enough. They forgot the essential key part of the tech. I mean, they weren't running and gunning.
But that's it, right? It's actually in the fine print when you get that gun shipped to you at the beginning of the round. When you buy it, you have to unbind your S key or whatever key you used to back, right? But like, you're only allowed to have the W.
Going.
You're only allowed to have the W just going there. There's some weird guys who do ESDF and stuff like that. I don't know about those people. You know, it's just, but WASD, we're purists here.
Yeah.
That's just the way. Or you can be. Never mind. Moving on. Let's get into it.
Listen, there are keyboard setups for everyone, right? But yeah, I don't know. We'll leave it at that. As long as you don't play with an inverted mouse, I think we can accept it all. But that we cannot accept. That's the one thing that's not okay.
The inverted mouse, Quake players.
Yeah, exactly. I love Quake, but still, it's too weird.
Doesn't DDK play with inverted mouse?
Well, that's my whole argument. Oh, surely not another one. No, he's gonna get taken down. That would have been something if you could have landed that shot. But Nock will save the day. But that's still a really successful round. Think about when NIP were buying Deagles early on and they got essentially no kills. This is Navi saying, yeah, we lose the round, but we got a bomb plant and 4 kills on top. That's a huge win for Navi in a round like this. They're gonna be loving that. And just to bring back.
I just feel so terrible, Anders.
Go on.
For whatever reason, because of this coach bug thing, where it's like, I just had threat, like, yeah, man, I totally saw that coming too, but like, I don't know why my brain works that way, dude.
Well, actually, Rob from Blast was tweeting earlier about the changes they've made to sort of like they have with the coaches streaming directly to the Blast Discord.
Yeah, so there's no getting around it. Yeah. You can see what the coaches see at all times.
It's all very clever. You should go and check it out. I've retweeted on my Twitter account so people can follow up. I think that's a good step in the right direction to make sure that it's all more comfortable about playing in the current environment. So I think that's great news. It's a nice initiative from Blast, really. 18th round, Rez to take down Boomich right off the bat, and Navi forced into this, and this wasn't like an amazing force-up. They have, what, 1 AK and 2 Galils and a Tech and a Mac-10, and it's based off the 4 kills in the previous round. They say, NIP must be low on money, we can punish them right now. Unfortunately, if that doesn't work out, they've actually given NIP almost a lead in the game, so a lot is on this round. This 18th round, super pivotal round for both teams.
They are desperate for a bomb plant now for Navi. That's the minimum here in this round. Get that bonus money out of an L. But NIP are looking fairly good. Nock is going to be the one kind of left by his lonesome on that A site, but the rest of the team rotating over towards B. Twist is going to make a play for information here as well in mid. Simple is holding with the AK, but no. Now it's going to open up full on into B, up banana from Navi, and there are 3 players for the Ninjas ready and waiting for him. This could be brutal here for Navi. Setup is in. They've got some nades at least to go ahead and get those smokes in. So that is going for him. But now Rez was turned away from the flash. He's going to be ready for him. There it is. Hampus gets that kill. And Hampus with 2. It's going to be Perfecto cleaning house. And Perfecto making the plays. 3 kills for Perfecto. Opening up the B side on Inferno. And then Nock comes out of nowhere. 2 HP. They get the bomb plant. They get the bomb plant. But what was that?
Oh, man. The timing is unbelievable. I mean, great job on Perfecto. What a round from him. And they only had, 10 seconds where the bomb was being planted at the end? But Nock just coming through the smoke. This is wild.
What a play from Perfecto.
Yeah. It was all lined up really well for a huge round there, but there's nothing you can do when he's planting the bomb like that, so what a rough way to lose a round that you were otherwise just turning in your favor. Again, though, they did do a lot of damage to NIP, so even if they lost that one, it's still kind of interesting. It's 9-9. The bomb plant also means they can buy again, although I don't think they would have been able to without the bomb plant, honestly. The $800 bonus there, I think they would have put them below the limit, so wow. Some really thin margins if you think about it. if not for the kills and the 2 bomb plants we've had in the last 2 rounds for Navi, this is looking so much better for NIP.
Ooh, yes, indeed. The hail of bullets. And he goes for a repeat. Why not? All right. They're just playing right now, but Flopsy's going to go 1-for-1 trade. Electronic there to take him.
It's like he put 1 shot for the smoke at the bottom of Banana, and he just had like 20 people shooting at him.
Yeah. Like, and then he peeks again. So that's ballsy, brave, bold. Several ways to describe it.
Too much for my taste.
But look at this raid coming in from Nip now. 3 players over towards A.
Look at the grenades on an IP. This is a problem. 1 smoke and 2 flashbangs is what they have across the 4 people that are left. And there's only 45 seconds, so good chance for Navi at the very least.
Whiffed it completely too. That's no bueno. Needs to get this follow-up. There it is. Second shot. Gets it. Saw the second man as well. He knows that it's close. Jiggle Peek's coming in from Flamey, trying to play it fast and loose while the rest of his team move on up towards B. Banana is under control here for Navi. They're right at the door of this B site, and Hampa's only now realizing he's going to rotate back, but can he get back here in time to have an impact?
15 seconds. I mean, 1 kill would have all the impact in the world. If he can just stop the bomb from going down even once, that's going to make the difference. It's coming in on Simple. There's a bit of a shot taken down Perfecto, and 5 seconds left. He wanted it, but Flamey, nice headshot to cover Simple. Simple couldn't get off the bomb then, so he had to stick it. If Flamey doesn't hit that shot, who knows what happens. This is really brilliant. 2 versus 3 here, and NIP trying to see if they can sneak the round back, but Simple is done with it. Great headshot before he gets taken down. Flamey in a 1 versus 2. He swings for the fight, and now he's back around cover. He knows exactly where Rez is running up. This is AK versus M4, and that AK is almost always going to take that win. Huge round out of Flamey, saving Simple for the bomb plant, and just continuing, and that was really critical.
Oh, that's unfortunate. He just missed picking up that AWP as well. That would have been the Wombo combo. Still, I mean, Flamey, yeah, that's... And you understand, but it's trying to force it. You know, there from Hampus, he's trying to force it. He gets that first kill, fantastic. And then he just tries to get a little bit greedy. He tries to get just a little bit too much. And, you know, Flamey's not going to let you get in there for free like that. Of course, he's going to be watching the bomb planters back. And
again, it's so absurd. They win the round, Navi, but with 1 player alive. Yeah. So even their economy is like everyone is kind of in this weird space right now where no one's running away with it. 10-9 the scoreline, 20th round we're starting in right now, and everyone's looking kind of poor at the moment.
It is definitely looking a bit rough. And this is kind of, I mean, to be fair, going into it, it was looking, well, at the end of the first half, it was looking like Navi were going to start running away with this, and perhaps it could be a one-sided affair.
Yeah.
But going into this first map, we were expecting it to be a bit of a back-and-forth kind of slugfest.
True indeed.
And that is true to CSGO these days anyways, right? It always feels like OT is still the rule of thumb, and we go from there.
You're definitely right. Like the current way that the economy is built, it definitely allows for a lot of different types to come back along the way. So there is that. Twist will be dropped rather low with a 5-7 in hand, I believe. They really don't have a lot. I understand why NIP are doing this at the moment. Just get everyone over to that B bomb site. Just try and see if you can get lucky and have them walk into a trap over there.
Entirely possible. They haven't seen, well, now they've, I mean, they don't have banana control, Nip, but that doesn't really change anything. They have it or not, they're just going to sit here and wait. And now Twist trying to draw the Navi in. Baby, that was nice.
20 seconds. If they keep on going with this B split, it could actually lose them the round. Well, they might be making a massive mistake. They're not calling it off Navi either. 15 seconds, they're going to go for it. They lose Boomich on the one side. And with the MAC-10, oh sorry, the MP9 there, it's going to be a kill. Now down to Simple. He's going to get 1 kill and shot in the back by Hampus at the very end. And that will be... Man, that's just a call that's been made there on Navi. Don't back it up, keep going. And that just cost them the round. And that could cost them the map right here. That is that one decision to keep going is potentially really, really costly.
Oh, whoa.
Nice.
What can he do?
Let's
go!
Excellent. Guy had Freiburg green screen into the background. Next level.
OG NIP right there. For CSGO, that is, of course. For all those purists out there.
Well, fair enough. There's a little bit of history at this point in time, isn't there? We can start going back the years. It's going to take a while. Look at what they have now in Navi. That's why I said that could be the map-winning round right here. I mean, NIP had nothing to work with. They get to steal an AK, they get to win the round, and they put Navi in a very, very bad spot economically. Oh, man. I wonder if, I mean, it's easy to criticize, and it's hard to know what they would have known at that point in time. But once they ran into, was it Twist with the 5-7 over at Arch, and they, they trade him for, 1-for-1 there, you think, do you keep going? Do you take the risk? They had 20 seconds. They could have run back. It would have been close. I don't know. That's a hard call to make no matter what. This is some cool acrobatics coming out of Simple. What are you doing? Climbing on the building.
Man, think about how frustrating. There it is. Finally. Oh, and he misses the chance. He was so patient.
Yeah.
He was just waiting. There's the flash, and Nock's going to get set up. Twist, Nock, Rez cleaning up here on the safe side. It's all on Flamey, and he gets extinguished. 11-10, Nip in the lead. In the lead, Anders, and looking good. This is definitely not panning out for Navi so far. That was a half buy. This is going to be the full buy, and now there's the timeout from Navi getting called in this crucial round for them. But NIP are just looking very confident right now.
Yeah, I think the last couple of rounds have been a bit of a roller coaster ride of emotion, but that round seemed like it was all about basically that trick from Simple. He's like, if we get a kill, we go, and then it was like, oh, no one's showing. No one's showing. Oh wait, somebody showed, and I missed the shot. Bah! He's doing his best Spider-Man impression as well.
That was sick. He was up there, but he squandered. That responsibility, Anders.
I know, it's...
doesn't pan out for him. And
Simple must be used to it at this point in time, though. It's on you again.
Everything.
Next year will be different, maybe.
This is the big round, though. I mean, now you've got that buy round that you've been saving up for. And NIP still rocking a FAMAS on Rez. 4 players at B for NIP. This is the carpet bombing of Banana. All the damage, and they just only do, what, about 22 to Perfecto.
Yeah, so not that impressive yet. We'll see if they're going to be sticking around. Plopsky's moved up really forward position. Again, he's so good on the T side playing this position, so we'll see if he can do it on the CT side. A bit of a jump. They definitely knew that, and his team have all fallen back, so I think he's kind of lucky to be alive right there. That could have backfired, and now we're back into a more normal game, just with NIP having used some of their grenades, not all, but Navi have almost no grenades though, so that's a problem. Did he just switch to burst fire?
Yeah, he did.
What's wrong with him?
Butterfingers?
So now
Got a bit too excited?
I'm gonna write a letter of complaint to NIP.
Just hit all the things? All the buttons?
We saw it, Plopsky. Don't try and hide it.
Listen, it's bad enough that he's using a FAMAS engine. Do we really want to twist the blade, I guess so, yeah.
Gotta warn the younger generation so that they don't, like, what if they grow up thinking it's cool?
This isn't
Can't have that happen.
This isn't Source. Get out of here with that FAMAS business.
30 seconds. Again, they have what? A smoke and a flashbang here at Navi. That's a lot to cover for an A attack, and they just used it. Well, one of them there. The other one just put up by Electronic, so we'll see if it's going to be working out. He really wants that headshot boomage. Oh, he's so hungry for it. 19 seconds left. Flamey with a kill, and now actually only Nock is alive, and he's going to get shut down. This has worked out so well for Navi. This is everything they had hoped for. With that little time left, you can't afford many mistakes, and they had none of them, so great.
In true Navi fashion, 7 seconds left, bomb gets planted. And, well, 3 players survive for NIP, 2 of them holding on to FAMASs as well. It stings that they should have money for a buy in the next one.
Zeus is somewhere in a leopard coat, drinking champagne.
Dude. Yeah, he's in a club somewhere.
Giving it a little toast.
He's in the club.
Some outrageous scenario like that.
Zeus is such a baller. Do you follow him on Instagram? I love that guy.
Yeah.
I miss chilling out with him, man. I mean, like, he was always a good dude, and he'd be at the gym too, at the hotel, just going at it. Yeah, he was a real boss.
Yeah, I think it's amazing what he's done building a brand for himself. Obviously, mostly in the CS region, but it's very interesting, isn't it? So a nice, much-needed round from Navi. Didn't think it was gonna really happen. I was starting to get worried for the lack of grenades there, but Flamey, 2 kills to get it done. No green screens going on, but you got the fan cams in for the Navi side.
Got the fan cams in. And while we're in a tie situation, this is it. All the money being spent here by NIP, essentially. And Navi bringing it right on back into this. So, 11-11, make a wish. And that is a tremendous amount of damage dealt to Perfecto already. That's just the nightmare of playing Banana on Inferno, man. I would never want to play that position because it's just, you don't know if you're going to get naded into Oblivion. Well, you know you're going to get naded into Oblivion, but you're always just playing the game on hard mode. You're a bullet soak.
Just got to find a way to try and be useful even with 22 health, right? But it is pretty demoralizing. It's like, guys, I'm already basically dead.
At the beginning of every round.
Can I sit this one out?
Yeah, woe is me. And then Simple's just playing the smallest violin for him in the background. Like, get over there. Get up on that site.
Yeah. Jump for me and I'll try and take some kills. No one has any money. I mean, a little bit more on the Navi side, but not an enormous amount. So it's such a neck-and-neck game at the moment. 50 seconds. They're going to be setting up single smoke there to block off CT spawn. Plopsky, interesting position. If he could avoid getting flashed, could do some damage from this one. Now sneaking in is Nork with the AWP. He's running back, and I think Sybil will have heard that. Yeah, he definitely knows. He's going to catch him. That's some great awareness. That was just all audio-based from Simple. He knew that he had just fallen back. And, yeah, perfect timing here for Navi. This is so well done. They did this really, really well. They were just on the brink of the bomb site, so that when Simple gets the kill on Nork, like, they just know everything they need to know about what's happening in that bomb site. That's a job well done.
All the angles held. You know, Nip had got to make a play at that point. They're going to be swinging. And, well, they just got smashed on that B site. Crucial round here for Navi. And, again, just to remind you all, if you're just tuning in, it's 11-11. Nip, this is their map pick.
It is, yeah. Train, the second one, going to be coming up, of course. But I don't know. This NIP economy can't really afford to have a round like this, to be honest. Even saving the FAMAS and the M4, which they're currently doing, and looks like they might be successful in, it's still a problem. It's a big problem.
Yeah, I'm just taking a look real quick. 43% for both of these teams on this map. So it's like they're dead even, but it's not a good map per se.
Yeah.
It's just they're both equally weird on this map.
Equally bad. That's,
you know.
I like weird.
Hey, man, it's always a good time. But, like, Train is the second map of this series. Both of them are at 67% on that map.
That's an odd coincidence that they happen to be that even on the whole thing.
Isn't it?
Fair play.
7 times they've played. Both of them have played Inferno 7 times, and both of them have played Train 9 times. So it is just dead even across both of these. And Navi right now are squeaking ahead in this. Although we will do. I mean, we still have enough money for a buy here for NIP, so it's not like they're completely out of the mix. They're gonna make Navi work for it. That man, in particular, he's been doing some decent work. But it's nice to see here for Navi, at least. It doesn't really feel like there's any necessarily weak link. I mean, Electronic has had his moments, but Perfecto started slow. He's definitely waking up here for Navi.
Yeah. Yeah, it's looking decent. And I keep putting on a good performance. Maybe a bit more out of Plopsky and Rez would be interesting. But it is always harder to do when you're on the CT side playing on Inferno. It's you get so much of the initiative that you'd normally want taken away from you playing on this map. Like, it's definitely a bit of a struggle. So we'll see. They're leaving Hampus alone, who's the current top fragger on the whole server. Actually, it's 20 kills. So they're gonna say, you just control B on your own, and we'll do our best to take care of A. And it looks like that is gonna get tested right away. Oh dear. Maybe not. If they go for him, that's not good news, is it?
He's gonna have a real rough time. He's top fragging for Nips. I mean, the guy's connecting bullets with heads. But yeah, 1v4 at this level, it's not usually a pretty sight. Here's the peek. Trying to bait a reaction, see if that smoke is just a gimme or not.
They're walking close as well. This is such a disaster, isn't it? He's going to have to get lucky through the smoke or something. He's going to jump through, and yeah, he's dead 10 different ways. Even if you got a kill, don't think it matters. Yeah, they're saving instantly, and they should.
Dude, it's Simple who gets that kill. Can we get Simple's perspective after this? How does he get that shot through 2 smokes?
I think if we get the camera, you'll see him holding his hands over his own eyes as well. He just flips.
Yeah, just throws it out there. He heard the footsteps.
Check this out, guys. I'm not even.
What was that? I'm very curious now to see how that played out, because I'm just like, You're just thinking, okay, he's just going to get gunned down by an AK. But no, it's Simple who finds that. Tough break for Nip. But at least they maintain the rifles, as you say. They are going to hold on to that.
Yeah.
This is Navi getting within striking distance.
Yeah, I'm so worried about that NIP economy. I mean, saving the rifles is slight silver lining, a little bit, but it's rough. 13 to 11. 3 rounds away on Navi at the moment from picking up the first map, which would certainly be interesting. Yeah. That's not a lot of information, guys. That he did not steal all that. What a guy.
That's so sick. What a shot from Simple. Hey, you know why as well, because on Reddit right now there's that Zywoo clip of him tracking and Launders. I mean, that definitely sounded X-rated there, Launders, not gonna lie. But I was like, what are we watching here right now? But you know, Simple, he's got to get his own tracking one, you know? He's got to get his own tracking clip on there.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's good motivation, right?
But Launders are getting on the front page of Reddit.
Both, you know, if you can do both, it's even better, right? It's gonna be a while before someone beats Tess's in spraying, though.
Yeah.
That was really kinky. 25th round. Let's see. Again, the money for NIP is really, I think that's the main downfall of the Swedes right now. That's what they have to turn around in some fashion. And they're not being that proactive. I'm going to say that. Plovsky certainly is. This is cool. He's trying to really win the back for his team. I like this kind of playmaking. We'll see if it works out in his favor or not, but I still love the fact that he's trying to do something.
So he got hit by that Molotov in the back as he was running away.
Like using a bar fight?
Yeah.
Someone just throwing it.
Legit, he's trying to get out of there and a bottle just hit him in the back of the head. Good thing he was wearing a helmet.
Paid your tab yet, sir? Get out.
Dude, that's next level.
If like sometimes when you're in this position that NIP are in, you just default into like a passive playstyle on the CT side because you're like, oh, we don't want to make a mistake, and like, oh, we're losing all of a sudden, and I don't like seeing that. I love the fact that Plovsky tried to do that. I think it's the kind of mentality you need if you want to turn this around. That was close.
It's about making plays right now. You got to make the plays if you're in on IP. 13 to 11 with Navi in the lead. I mean, you got to get it done right now if you're Nip. You're running out of room.
Especially because you don't have any grenades, right? So if you wait, they will know that you don't have any grenades, and they have way more options. So I think a lot in favor of trying to make some of this happen earlier in the rounds if you're an IP. Like sneaking a kill, they tried to do it, it didn't work out, but yeah, that's the kind of mentality they need. Who have we got in the pit? It's Hampus with a deagle. That would be a cool lad. We've seen some clips from that. Twist is going to go down. Hampus, might be your turn to step it up if you can. Nort goes down, and Hampus is next in line, and they are just everywhere running down the bomb site. And that's another Navi round. 14 to 11 now. Absolutely no doubt. And that was so well synchronized from Navi. They all went at the same time.
Yep. Just total collapse onto that site. Clean. Nowhere to hide if you're an IP at that point. And so far, it's looking real good here from Navi. They're making better use of their guns, of their nades, and they are pressing that nade advantage, as you said, Anders.
Yeah.
As it gets further into the round, they're realizing, well, they aren't flashing the way they normally do. They aren't using HEs the way they normally do, or mollies, and you just take advantage of that if you're Navi. And so, Navi now, this is it. This should be a situation where they get it done, because the money isn't going to be pretty for NIP. Well, they should be getting, I mean, we should get max, shouldn't we? Yeah, so they actually are going to get a decent amount of money on it, but yeah, the momentum is very firmly in Navi's camp right now. They are the ones who are controlling the situation by the looks of things. And we're not seeing as much excitement over on the Swedish side right now. There it is. Yeah, he got beamed. He's like, what is this, Portland? No.
At least at least it didn't like collide with him so that he got stuck. You know, like some grenades do that sometimes where you like almost sort of get stuck inside of it. That could be really uncomfortable, but yeah, no, he's fine. It's all good. 11 to 14. Great grenade out of NIP down towards Perfecto and Simple. And this time not fighting Banana. Twist though a little bit forward. Yeah, still they have a great setup here in middle to try and see if they get something out of it. They're going to get the headshot at the very least, taking down Electronic. That's nice work. And again, I love this proactive work from NIP. This is really admirable from them. Nice shot from Simple, but can they actually turn it into a win here at the bomb site?
Not looking likely here, Anders. Although Boomich, he is still in the mix, and he's got full HP as well. What do you do here, though? Realizes that it could be a 1v1 situation. Twist is waiting on the other side of the smoke. He heard the footsteps, and this smoke is working against Boomich. This is heartbreaking now. Twist on the small wall, and Boomich has no way of knowing that he's this close. Has to hit that shot instantly. It's just not going to happen. And so NIP, off of Navi's aggression, they are able to fully capitalize. They take control of it, and now we are moving into a situation where NIP are the ones who just rung Navi's bell. Look at this right here. This is a big shot from Electronic. Missing Twist just ruins everything.
Again, I just really appreciate the fact that they're not, falling into that defeated mindset of hanging out far back on A, far back on B, not really trying anything. You could definitely go more aggressive, but that is just fine, I think, what they were doing. And again, Popski in the previous round too. I think these small things really do make a big difference. So 14-12. Money is still pretty damn good for Navi. So NIP they need to win the next two. They need to tie this up at 14-14. And then maybe they could get like a little bit of breathing room after that. Nork, oh yeah, Twist can't fall back. He'll leave Nork alone if he does. Great shot. Oh, and a great follow-up. Taking down Flamey. That is magnificent.
What was that follow-up shot? Oh, okay. Simple. Yeah, he's going to find that shot on Rez. Brings it back 3-on-3. Rez, my dude. That is so frustrating right now. Because now that it's fully advantaged, Navi going onto the B side, 3-on-3 is always going to favor the T side. The CT side have to spread out to cover more ground. And so Navi, they know this. They take full advantage. They gather up as 3, and life is going to get real interesting for Plopski here.
Yeah, we'll see what he does. I mean, he's got a big choice. Does he want to fight and maybe go down and die? Then they lose the round. Or does he just want to wait and get them in and try and go for the retake? And yeah, he's elected to play it safe. I think a lot of people would probably applaud that at the moment here. Bomb going down. He gets taken down. Simple is there. And he's going to catch Hampus sneaking around the edge of the smoke. And yeah, this is falling apart here for NIP. Try and get that AWP out of there. I think actually Plopski played that just fine. I mean, I don't know what he's meant to do at that point in time, but they got caught by Simple yet again.
I expect you to die, Mr. Plopski.
That's exactly what he did.
That's Simple right there. And
I would love to see like a Russian or Ukrainian essentially makeover of James Bond, like not one the way that he's like subtitled differently or whatever, like a full on, just their own interpretation. That would be great.
It would be really sick. Yeah.
Like my therapy pet, I think that I appreciate that,
I heard that
flights,
Yeah, I heard that rubbing a bald head could be very soothing.
That's something about it. No, I'm not going to say anything else. 28th round. It's going to be a great kill from Plopski. And, oh no! Plopski dying, I guess, sort of halfway to Perfecto, halfway to Zone Molotov. That's rough. But still, I still love it. Again, the aggression from NIP showing they want to try and take charge of it and not just that. Otherwise, Navi have all of the advantage. If they play this slow and carefully, it's probably going to be Navi winning this. So I really, really respect what NIP are doing. These last 3 rounds from them have been, I think at least the idea of them have been really, really good. So let's see if they can do it. Otherwise, it's going to be Navi winning this first map on Inferno. Perfecto goes down to Twist, but Simple is there with the AWP. Nice shot from Nork. He actually hit that down from the pit. And now it's a 2-on-2. Nork and Hampus versus Electronic and Simple. It's going to be a great kill there with the AK. And now, with about a minute, it's a 1 versus 2. Simple, see if he could steal this one away from them. He's going to get to the bomb site first, I think. But, ooh, it's going to be close, isn't it?
Because he stays, and he hits that shot. Simple, you are the man who needs to make it happen now for Navi, and I'm pretty sure that everybody on Navi are perfectly happy with this situation. A 1v1 situation for Simple here on this B site. Bomb planted, knock. That's the one thing that Simple doesn't know. Is he coming banana? Is he coming through CT? And it looks like he heard the footsteps, knock making some noise, and that's going to be all Simple needs now. He's got the position. He's just going to wait for the tap.
He's just doing it again. He's playing with him. He's got no idea, does he? Nork, he's looking all over the place. I think he finally figured it out. Is he going to try and hunt him down? He's really trying. He's going to get the shot. And, I don't know. He's going to be right on it. It might have been not enough time. It's going to be down to the last second, but it will be the bomb going off.